Hello, so this is the third video of the day, the third and last. This is 3 books I'm putting on my Etsy shop tonight, and I'll explain the cover. It's thick linen, vintage thick linen that I dyed first. Then I made stamps. I carved blocks with stamps and I gessoed over the fabric, and then I stamped it with my blocks, so they are my own designs, and it's done in fabric block ink, so it's waterproof, but obviously you won't wash it, but it's really good quality, it doesn't scratch, it's really sturdy. So the cover is all my original work, and this is a dried up specimen of a plant, seeds, you can see the seeds and the hair and everything and the stems, ironed into paper, 2 pieces of paper with beeswax, so that's an encaustic sort of front. Here is the same thing, different colors, same stamp, sort of rustic. I dyed this orange and I gessoed it and then stamped it, so it sort of looks like hedgerow or something. And here is the same as before, this stamping is prominent. Here you can see they are I forgot what they are, rose hips, and so that's, and here this is beautiful, this one is like that, and this one is like that. So I will show you quickly, I will show you one and then maybe the others quickly. So tea dyed, coffee dyed paper. Here is a little pocket that is not very big, but you can slip something into it, with a vintage print, all inked up and aged and sewn on, a black and white print. Here is a calico that I printed, rusted and printed with some plants. So this is an acrylic print on fabric, and I embroidered it, so you can see the French knots there as seeds of the Queen Anne's lace. If you can hear the baby, I apologize. Here is a pocket. This is pocket made out of tracing paper and print and collaged print that I made. So we've got loads of printing and drawing paper, coffee dyed, typewriter page, vintage typewriter learning page, vintage pages, mushrooms, envelope, hand dyed paper, vintage book page with a pear. I'm calling these subtle beauty because they are subtle. They are all browns and oranges and yellows, and it's beautiful. It's understated sort of beauty in these colors and shapes in nature. This is the other side of the calico, embroidered calico. This is another print on textile, and we've got some natural history papers, my own print again, Queen Anne's lace, acrylic print. Here is a pocket with Enid Holden page, natural history paper of pumpkins. This is a pocket that I made out of textile print that I made all the prints, I will stop saying that, and paper print, music paper, vintage book page, hand-dyed paper, and in it golden page made into 2 pockets in the middle of the signature. The signatures are sewn with hemp string cord, which is very thick and sort of natural. I use it for all my books, and finished off with these textile bits and these little tags. I will add tags and journaling cards into the book with mushrooms and birds and bees and all other things from nature, and envelopes, stamped cards. Here is a pocket I made with a glassine bag, but they are not in there yet, but there will be. I will fill the pockets like I always do before I post it. More printing. This one's got about 250 pages. Vintage page about hand sewing, needlework. So you've got all sorts of vintage pages, vintage map page. It's a mixture. This is a pocket from my print. Envelope made with this butterfly paper, reinforced. Yeah, so it's a real collection of vintage papers and coffee dyed papers, different textures, different prints. If you have or seen my tattered moths journals, they are very similar. Another print made into a pocket, and this is a block print that is on the front of the book, made into a pocket. Handmade paper with plants in it. Book pages. Oh, bird page. Vintage bird page. There, you can tuck something in there. Beautiful natural history page with arthropods. Embroidery needlework page. Another paper with plant matter in it. And handmade paper with plants. Vintage page. Envelope. You can put something in that. Tack with a vintage bird page. Here is another print on calico, another plant print, another envelope, another paper with the nature papers, vintage book page made into a double pocket. That's mushroom, buffer mushroom. This is another of them vintage pages from the book How to Typewrite, Learn How to Typewrite. Vintage book page from Botanical Encyclopedia print, and eco print that I made into a pocket on thick watercolor paper, and back of the book with this pocket again that I sewn on the end paper. So there we go. This orange one is the same but just orange, and they are hardcover. Here we have the embroidered calico print, so it's more of the same. Here we have a textile pocket with vintage napkin, no, vintage like Yeah, napkin. There is a textile pocket in this one too. I don't know. I must have missed it, but there is one made out of lace. We have the same layout, the same papers, not same because Katie, because they are vintage. Sorry about that. So they are not the same, but they are from the same books. More of those calico prints. Yeah. Vintage map. They are really pretty. Prints. Double birds. Tea dyed, coffee dyed paper, needle work book. So very, very similar. Very similar. Another textile pocket from print. This has got this print and a nice coin envelope. So I love how subtle that is. Here is tracing paper with a print pocket. So we've got envelope, double page from Brockhaus and Ephron. Katie! From Brockhaus and Ephron encyclopedia with bags. Another textile pocket made out of lace. And eco print and the end paper. Look at how subtle that is. That's why I'm calling them subtle beauty, because there is so many subtleties in nature, and I think it's all beautiful. And we have this. Same again. Collages, printed collages, prints made into pockets, vintage papers, handmade pages. Here, embroidered, Katie, embroidered calico with Queen Anne lace print. Textile pocket. Bird page. Seed pocket. I'll just let him speak and say nothing. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Typewriter. Applique. Eco print with all different colors and the end paper. So I hope you enjoyed the commentary, and thank you for watching. I'm sorry about the baby. Thank you so much for watching. market. They will be on my eBay at 6 o'clock Irish time tonight. And that's all the journals for today. So have a nice day, stay safe and sane. Thank you for watching. Bye.